This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, has discussed cooperation and regional developments with US President Barack Obama. During a telephone call, they also confirmed the relationship between the two countries in all fields and further developing bilateral relations. They reviewed a number of dossiers of joint interest, especially the latest developments in Syria and in Yemen. The two sides also expressed their joint desire to support pillars of peace and stability, as well as the importance of putting an end to any dangers to the region. Her Highness Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak, the chairwoman of the General Women's Union, the Supreme Chairwoman of the Family Development Foundation, and President of the Supreme Council for Motherhood and Childhood, who's also known as the Mother of the Nation, is urging all ministries, authorities, institutions and individuals across the country to work towards the care of children, as well as recognising their problems. She's also called on them to supervise children's use of modern technology, especially social media networks, which can affect interaction and communication within families. While presiding over the FDF's second meeting for 2015, Her Highness Sheikha Fatima also called upon all officials in the country to adopt programs, projects and strategies that enhance the role of the family in society and to promote relations between children and their parents in the light of Emirati values, traditions and customs. Meanwhile, during the meeting held at the FDF's headquarters, Her Highness Sheikha Fatima launched the FDF's new strategy, the Social Family Council, in the presence of senior officials, which looks to promote positive relationships among family members and to also enhance social interaction. The UAE Parliamentary Division of the Federal National Council has submitted a request to include an emergency item in the agenda of the 133rd Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union over in Geneva, titled Strengthening the Role of Parliamentarians in the Effective Implementation of the Principles of International Humanitarian Law and International Conventions on the Protection of Refugees. Dr. Amal Al-Kubaisi, the first Deputy Speaker of the FNC, made the announcement, adding that the emergency item focuses on the tragedies that have arisen from the sharp rise of numbers of migrants and refugees, particularly from some MENA region countries. The situation has led to the loss of human dignity and human rights, as well as to violations of international humanitarian law and international conventions on the protection of refugees. According to a report from the UN Office of the High Commissioner for Refugees, the rate of asylum claims has increased by 23% this year, bringing the total number of refugees across the world to more than 30 million. Al-Kubaisi said that the UAE parliamentary diplomacy had adopted a political analysis to assess technical work papers, initiatives and proposals. She added that the UAE MPs will participate in a host of IPU activities, including a forum of young parliamentarians of the IPU, a meeting of women parliamentarians, a standing committee on democracy and human rights, UN affairs, peace and international security, sustainable development, finance and trade, as well as a future policy awards ceremony. Vehicle owners can now renew their registrations online, as the Road and Transport Authority has launched the Smart Renewal for companies through its website. The step has been taken in support of the Dubai government's Smart City initiative, aimed at ranking Dubai as the smartest city in the world. The smart licensing service looks to raise customer satisfaction by making procedures easier, as well as reducing congestion at customer service centres. That's according to Sultan Al-Mazuki, the Director of Vehicles Licensing at the RTA Licensing Agency. The vehicle must be insured to use the service and must also pass technical testing. The company should also have an account in the e-purse of the RTA. The service is available online through the RTA website, and the customer needs to enter the traffic code of the company and then select the number plates of vehicles which need to be renewed. The client can renew registrations within 90 days before the expiry date and automatically pay the applicable fees through the company's account in the e-purse. A notification will then be sent confirming that the vehicle is under registration. The registration card will then be forwarded through a delivery company. The registration card can also be collected through the RTA customer service centres at Dira Traffic or in Al Barsha. Nearly 9 out of 10 people in the UAE are at risk of cardiovascular disease, and 1 out of 3 of those is unaware, according to the latest study. A report by the Emirates Cardiac Society that surveyed over 4,000 people also revealed that those who discovered that they were at risk did not seek medical help, mostly because they did not feel unwell. Risk factors include diabetes, hypertension, smoking, high cholesterol, obesity, as well as a family history of cardiovascular disease. Dr. Alawi Al-Sheikh Ali, the president of the ECS, said that the findings are alarming and that people have to understand that they need to check for risk factors. He revealed that 85% had at least one cardiac risk factor, with 30% of those screened having high blood pressure, of which only 17% knew of their condition. Dr. Alawi also warned that as the population ages, there will be huge economic consequences, so the way forward is to engage people in the community. The Dubai Marina Yacht Club, in collaboration with the UAE Dolphin Project, shared insightful facts about the UAE's precious marine ecosystem, while also educating sea life enthusiasts about the amazing species inhabiting the UAE waters. At a family-friendly fair-like ambiance, marine life experts and officials representing the UAE Dolphin Project educated and entertained the young and the old about the various species of marine life in the UAE, as well as the importance of their contribution in reporting sightings. While speaking to marine life enthusiasts on the sidelines of the marine show, experts revealed that to date they have received over 300 reports of sightings from the public, and that these are helping researchers to identify dolphin hotspot areas along the UAE coastline. Organisers attending the exhibition stated that whales and dolphins play a crucial role in the marine ecosystem, and that being at the top of the marine food chain, they are the ecological indicators of the status of the sea. It was also mentioned that marine life in the UAE is rich with a variety of species unique to the UAE waters, including over 10 species of whales and dolphins, dugongs and sea turtles. At the same venue, many puzzles and competitions were organised for the children, who were also offered lessons on various types of marine life and were informed about where a particular marine creature stands in the overall marine food chain.
The aim is to raise awareness of the marine environment that we have around the UAE. It's actually a very rich environment, and we've got a large population of dolphins within the area. Dolphins being the top of the food chain means that there's a large or a very healthy food chain of animals there. So really having dolphins in the area means that you've got a great ecosystem, and we want to showcase that and obviously preserve it as best we can. I'm very fortunate to be able to spend some time on the water, and every time we go out we see dolphins. Every other time we see turtles, a little bit harder to spot. We see dugongs. There's all sorts of fish and what we call game fish, large fish as well. So yeah, there's a real variety. It's a really healthy population.
There is actually quite a lot of marine life in UAE waters. Sometimes public is not really aware of it. For example, UAE hosts the second largest population of dugongs in the world. Oxbill turtles still nest along Dubai shorelines, and you can see dolphins very close from the Palm Jumeirah to Kite Beach, and in Abu Dhabi from Saadiyat Beach. So there is lots of species that can be seen, and I think they're doing good step forwards, their conservation, and hopefully all the work that is being doing also on dolphins and other species can support further conservation measures for their survival.
I really liked it because, we always have to know something else about dolphins. And yeah, don't fish too many fish because then they don't have more food.
For me, it's that I learned about a lot about dolphins, and I'm really happy because I know about them a lot.
And finally, looking to other news now, the inaugural Dubai Comedy Festival opened its 10-day celebration of performances and laughs this weekend. And with a lineup of 24 comedians, the multi-language events and gigs are now taking place across the city until the 24th of October. The new annual celebration has been designed by Dubai Tourism to reinforce the Emirates' emergence as a global events and entertainment destination. The 10-day programme events, activities and appearances feature local, regional and international comedians. The lineup of global headline acts include American icon Dave Chappelle and his South African counterpart Trevor Noah, who will take over from Jon Stewart on The Daily Show later this year. Yesterday, dynamic duo Hannibal Buress and Jared Carmichael brought deadpan New York humour and hip-hop influenced laughs to the Mayana Theatre at the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. Tonight, the Daisy Invasion, led by UAE-based Indian comedian Nitin Mirani, will perform at the festival main stage at Skydive, Dubai.
It's a 10-day festival. It's the inaugural Dubai Comedy Festival. So there's never been a comedy of this scale or of its type in the region. So, I mean, we have two purposes. One is to bring such well-known international comedians to the region, because we know there's such an appetite for comedy in the region. But then also it's really important for us to be supporting our local comedy scene, also the regional. So, those are the two elements that we've kind of looked at. And it's also very important with over 200 nationalities in Dubai that it's an international comedy festival. So, yesterday we had Dubai Al-Waqif, which was our Arabic comedy night, and we had 7 comedians from different Arab countries in there. Hilarious. We had a full house here at the Mayana Theatre in Jumeirah Beach Hotel. Tonight we've got Jared Carmichael and Hannibal Buress, which we've brought over from the States. Tomorrow night we've got an Indian comedy show, the Daisy Invasion, with Nitin Mirani, who's had some shows before. And then obviously next weekend we have Trevor Noah, who has just replaced Jon Stewart in The Daily Show. So we're very excited to have him. Trevor's been to Dubai actually before a couple of times, and he actually told us recently in an interview that when he heard he was going to be on The Daily Show, he was in Dubai. So he got the call when he was here.
Regional comic talent came together in Dubai, 3-hour Waqf, which was performed in Arabic. And organisers have dubbed the performance the greatest showcase of Arab comedy ever. It featured Saudi YouTube sensation Badir Saleh, Dubai's own funny man Ali Al Sayed, Arab's Got Talent Ibrahim Al Karala, Saudi Arabian stand-up comic Fahad Al Bateri, the Kit Kat funniest Arab Wada Swar, Egyptian comedy pioneer Mohammed Salem, and a Palestinian comedian Adi Khalifa. Emirati stand-up comedian Ali Al Sayed will also perform a solo stand-up gig at the Madinat Theatre on the 19th of October.
So I was a creative consultant for the festival, and I have my comedy special happening on Monday the 19th of October. I have performed and hosted in the inaugural event, the opening event, which was the Arabic one, Dubai Al-Waqif. And I'm going to be emceeing tonight. Do a little set before the guys come on.